Hello, my YouTube friends, and welcome. So it has been a little bit since I have posted a video. I've been a little bit busy. It's been kind of crazy. I owe you several race videos, and then my actual chin mount that I was making my videos during my races fell off. I had a chin mount from GoPro, and the sticky part came loose, so we've messaged them. Obviously, they have great customer service because they're sending me another. So hopefully by the time I have my next race, which is next weekend, I will be able to video that race. So that's why I haven't been able to video my races the last couple times. So I do have a video that I'm working on that I will upload before this one about our ride. I didn't have my GoPro because I didn't have a way to mount it on my CB500 or my dual sport helmet because we went on a dual sport trip, which was fantastic. We did that the Saturday before last. And then we left out for Cancun, and we have been going to Cancun for the last week. That was great. I also have some pictures and videos that I'm going to put together to do that. Both of those I just did on my phone, and I'm just going to compile pictures, videos, and kind of do a voiceover, a little bit different video. But what I wanted to tell you about today and post today is when we went on that ride, normally and you've probably seen before, I usually use my DR650 as my long, big bike dual sport. So this time we tried out for the first time for a long trip the CB500, and I am in love. So Kenneth and all of his friends, they all have Africa Twins, which is great. I really want to try his Africa Twin, but I'm afraid it's going to be too tall for me, and it's a little bit bigger. And sometimes, even though we call them big bike friendly, they are not always big bike friendly. We go on some pretty rough terrain on those big bike friendly rides because everybody are amazing riders. So that in itself kind of makes me nervous. Now, I've not had any trouble with my DR. It is a bigger bike, and I usually do great with it, but I'm used to it. So we tried out this CB500, only hit a couple dirt roads, a little bit different terrain. It was about 300 miles, something like that. But it was great, and we had a great time. In fact, we stopped by, and you'll see on that video, we stopped by Kenny Gwynn's trials area, and we got to try that out, and he tickled me because they all, like I said, have Africa Twins, so he called mine the single twin because it does resemble, like it kind of fits that same style. But what this video is about is when we went on that ride, all I had was this bag. Great bag. It's from Moose. It works perfect. You put your things in it, fold it down, and hook it on both sides and across the top. Everything's very secure. But that was my only area that I had to store anything. And it's also very inconvenient when you have to take things out, like every time you stop, because you have to unroll it, unclip it, and that kind of thing. Also on that trip, so I have a power port, a USB power port, so that I can charge my phone. Because I listen to music. I'll come back around there so I can talk to the camera. Because I listen to music on my Sena when we're going, so it helps to keep my phone charged. Well, Kenneth and I'll take a shot of his pack that he has. So he has the same pack as me on his bike, like this one, but he also has a hard shell box on the back of his bike. Well, obviously, my CB500 has no rack to put that. So we ordered that rack, and that's what I'm going to show you the video today of what I got, how I'm going to install it, how I'm going to put it on, and that kind of thing. And I'll show you his. So how it was much more convenient to have that is it just clips open and shut. And so it's a lot less hassle to get things out. This was waterproof. It wasn't the fact that it wasn't waterproof because we went through a torrential downpour. Like I was drenched. We were all drenched, couldn't even see. And they kept telling me to get behind my windshield, which you can see is not a thing. There's not. It's like, no. They were picking on me about that because they all have like the bigger windshields that they can kind of get behind. But anyway, so Kenneth in his heart pack has also hardwired it up to have a power port with a USB so that he can charge things there. Like if we want to charge our Cenas when we're stopped places or charge our phone. And I was thankful that we had that because my USB up here, it kind of cut, something happened. We're not sure exactly what happened. We haven't had a chance to work on it. But it stopped being able to charge my phone. And so I was able to charge a couple times there. And then we always carry a power pack with us. So eventually I just put that power pack in my, I have a leg pouch. I don't know what that's called, whatever. So I just was able to put it in there. Cord goes to my Cena or my phone, and I was able to charge it from that. But we're planning on hardwiring mine as well to be able to have that on there. So now I'm gonna take you and show you what it is, what I got, what brand it is, and all the things that go along with putting that on. So this is the brand. I'm assuming it's pronounced Zitimer or Kzitimer. I'm not sure. I can't find a pronunciation of it. But they sell a lot of Amazon parts, and I'll actually link that below of what we actually purchased. But we got it off Amazon. And this is what came in there. So this is the rack. These are like the directions. They fit lots of different years of there, and they have like 2 pages of the directions. You pick your, what you need. And then these are the other racks that were in there. And then of course that has the hardware that you need to go with it. So here we are. We're gonna put it on now. So I decided to put it on time lapse to do this part. It really was super simple to put on this rack, like a lot more simpler than I thought it would be. We just took off all the bolts that held on the sidebars, and then it just matched up perfectly. We did put it on, and then we decided to take it back off to put on the back rack because we could line it up easier and get all the bolts in there. And then he just lined everything up. We were able to use 2 of the holes, like I said in the other video, that were already in the box from previous. And those he was just able to mark and drill the metal. The newer ones, he ended up mounting the box on there with the 2 back braces. And then he just drilled through the plastic and the metal. I just let him do that because he's experienced at drilling through things. And I knew he wouldn't mess it up. So super simple. I could have certainly seen myself doing this project by myself. I'm thankful that I had my husband there, but it wasn't hard to do at all. So this is Kenneth's box. It's bigger than mine, obviously, because his bike is bigger than mine. But you can see there's a bunch of stuff in here, but he's put together a charger here. And that's the same thing we'll wire up on mine another night so that we can charge USB charged things in here like the Cena or our phones and that kind of thing. So it's super nice, and it gives a lot more space to put stuff in there. And it's easy access because it's just the box. So this is mine. Can I just put my straps back on? So this is mine. You can see it's much smaller, but it's gonna absolutely help and put stuff in there. And you can see these holes we already had. That's why it was a little bit faster. These he had to redo. He had used this box before, so you can see these were the other ones, but they didn't work. They were too far out on the metal. So we put these, he he
We'll
put
silicone these holes
these
so
out
they
there.
don't leak.
Yeah.
And then when we get the wire in, we'll silicone the wire.
So I don't know if you heard what he said. We'll silicone these closed and then put silicone around that when we get the wiring done. That's where the hole is to do the wiring. So there it is. Awesome. Yay. So excited. Fantastic. So that is it. My CB500 now has a back hard case for us to take. That'll make my heart very happy. So if you liked this video, please subscribe, like, give the thumbs up, comment. That would be fantastic. If you have any questions, hit us up, and I will talk to you later. Bye.